A wide view of the Grand Mansion exterior, showcasing its elegant architecture, lush gardens, and luxurious cars parked in the driveway.
A sleek black sports car parked in the driveway, its polished surface gleaming under the sunlight.
David Mark stands by a large window in the living room, his well-dressed figure silhouetted against the bright afternoon light, gazing out with a lost expression.
David Mark's face, framed by the window, shows a thoughtful gaze and a hint of melancholy in his deep blue eyes.
David Mark's hands clasped loosely in front of him, his posture conveying a sense of contemplation.
A wide view of the sleek and modern office, showcasing the large desk cluttered with papers and the stunning city skyline visible through expansive windows. A framed accolade on the wall highlighting Lisa Scott's achievements and success. Lisa Scott sitting at her large desk, surrounded by cluttered paperwork. Her pose is slightly slouched, and she is holding a pen, her gaze fixed downward. Lisa Scott's hand holding a pen, signing a document on the desk. The paper is slightly creased and the pen moves steadily across the page. Lisa Scott's face, her emerald green eyes reflecting a sense of tiredness and inner struggle. Her expression is contemplative.
Lisa Scott still seated at her desk, her posture unchanged. She pauses mid-signature, her gaze lifting slightly as though lost in thought.
The office, with Lisa Scott seated at her desk in the center of the frame. The sunlight streaming through the windows creates a warm, serene atmosphere.
A cozy city cafe with colorful flowers on small tables, bathed in warm sunlight, customers chat and enjoy their time.
David Mark sitting outside the cafe on a wooden bench. He is wearing worn-out clothes and shivering, his eyes gazing downward as he disguises him to find a real love.
David Mark's hands, resting on his lap, trembling slightly. His worn-out clothes and rough texture of his hands are visible. David Mark's face showing his deep blue eyes, glancing around with a mix of hesitation and vulnerability.
Lisa Scott inside the cafe, carrying a tray with a plate of food and a drink. She is dressed as a waitress, her gaze directed towards the entrance.
Lisa Scott's face, her emerald green eyes softening as she notices David Mark outside. A warm smile begins to form on her lips.
Lisa Scott walking towards the entrance of the cafe, tray in hand, passing by occupied tables and customers engaged in conversation.
Lisa Scott stepping out of the cafe and approaching David Mark, her tray held steady. The sunlight illuminates her figure.
The plate of food on Lisa Scott's tray, consisting of a sandwich and a small bowl of soup. The plate is neatly arranged with steam rising from the soup.
Lisa Scott standing in front of David Mark, extending the tray towards him. Her posture is calm and her expression is warm. At David Mark's face as he looks up at Lisa Scott, his expression a mix of surprise and gratitude. The cafe's outdoor seating area showing Lisa Scott standing by at David Mark, other customers engaged in their own conversations in the background.
A peaceful park with vibrant flowers and lush greenery. A wooden bench rests under the shade of a large tree.
David, I need to tell you something. I'm not poor. I am Lisa, the billionaire.
I need to tell you something too. I'm not poor either. I am David, the billionaire.
We were both looking for real love.
And we found it.
At David Mark and at Lisa Scott sit closely on the bench, facing each other with warm smiles, their body language relaxed and open.
Do you promise to love each other, not for wealth, but for who you truly are?
I do.
I do.
They kiss, the guests cheer. The camera zooms out to show the happy couple, finally at peace.
David Mark and Lisa Scott's hands, as they join together, fingers intertwining, symbolizing their union.
David Mark and Lisa Scott standing together in the softly lit area.
Friends and family seated in rows, smiling warmly, some holding hands, others wiping away tears of joy.
True love isn't about wealth, it's about the heart.
Money can buy many things, but not a genuine connection.
Atmospheric shot of the softly lit area focusing on the neutral backdrop with subtle bokeh effects from the lighting.